use floating barrels for a bridge somewhere in Sami, whatever. I realized that unless you study something, as a head of state, they will always cheat you. So I developed an interest in studying structures. What I'm talking about is that nowhere in the world would you have a vehicle getting out of another highway into another highway at a 90 degrees angle. You must give what we call allowance to flow into the traffic, what we call the slow lane. As you are going into the highway, there is a lane dedicated for vehicles just entering. And that is why when you go to a place like the US, you have what we call the fast lane. And if you're on the fast lane, you don't stop. Do you understand? So any major intersection, it has to be wide, but also what I think they call them islands, whatever. I've never heard of that anyway. Those islands that you put in must not be 90 degrees angle to the highway that we are joining. For example, okay, this is the way it is. Okay? Now, I have to come, this is the way. Now, this vehicle is going this way, and only 2 lanes. And I have to come from here, and it is just here, and pass. That is why we have fatal accidents. And when you look at the one at around Joshua, it's confusing because I've demonstrated that 2 vehicles cannot pass without an accident. So that is why I was explaining to them. But this is also not the first time I stood there to explain. If you go to your archives, you see that this is the 7th time I have been standing there to explain. Each time I come back, it's the same thing.
His visit is testimony to the importance the network connecting Bakau and other settlements on the coast to the main highway leading to Banjul is to his government. The president was more technical than expected and suggested the removal of some islands that he said impact negatively on spaces needed to ease travel on the road.
We are preparing this road because every year we have to do something. I want to find a final solution to this, and we want to make it a dual carriageway. Okay? If we make it a dual carriageway up to the airport, and then up to Katong, I think it will ease traffic. Exactly. Yes, rather than just fixing here, and then another year you have to fix, it's a waste of funds. We rather die once than be dying every year. So we're going to fix this road in preparation for the 50th independence anniversary and other surprises to come. That is why I have to be here.
He also revealed plans for the construction of some key facilities to boost the work of the traffic patrol unit of the police force.
You meet up with a policeman, they tell you you are traffic. They have an offender. They take him to a police station where you have other common criminals. Now, why can't we build that place? We have what we call highway patrol. Their job, they will be based there. Their job is the highway, and we'll build residences there too. So they'll have a full-fledged station. So any traffic violation anywhere within the highway, from here to, let's say, Abuko, they will be brought here for processing and prosecution. From Abuko going to Brikama, there's something we're going to put there also around Nyambai. And you'll have another highway patrol in Nyambai. They'll be responsible, the urban area up to somewhere, and then around Gunjur, we'll have another one that will be responsible up to Katong. This is the way we want to do it.
The road will certainly close down after this temporary opening to allow the adjustments to be effected, which may also involve the extension of its lanes and to allow the replication of the bridge in Fonyi block to create room for the free flow of the water. His inspection attracted attention within these usually silent environs, drawing the whole neighborhood out on the street, surprised to see their president going more practical. They distracted him a bit, but he had also enjoyed this special moment with them, bringing him closely to fans and enthusiasts from across Kanifing and Joswang. He resumed driving along the Batin-Hardin Highway to inspect the water flow from across the West Coast region through this canal, which empties itself to the ozone. The bridge here, according to his instructions, will have to be raised and the canal widened to ease the pressure with which the water passes through its base. Without that, any other maintenance done to this canal, he said, will be a total loss. Professor Jame's surprise tour ended in Kutu, where he raised concern over the lack of respect for municipal laws, declaring the community football field in this neighborhood a no-dumping ground.
They put their no dumping, and they dumped it. Nobody's taking care of here. But we have a problem in this country. Gambians hate what is called community or government property. And it's for the welfare of the people that are living here. Now, I was told that they spent 80,000 to clear it. And they only for somebody to look at it and say there's no dumping, and then they are dumping it. And you know this is a playground. Maybe they think that they are too big, they are too rich, their children will not play here. But take consideration for the others too.
It was already dark before the president returned to the State House, taking with him the massive public appreciation manifested during this marathon inspection of facilities constructed for their use. It was important for them to know that this is a president who places premium on road safety. Abdinjai, Grts.
Meanwhile, the head of state today received a special envoy of the Cape Verdean president, Delgado Arnaldo, told reporters shortly after his closed-door meeting with President Jammeh that he was in Banjul to deliver a special message to Professor Jammeh.
President of Cape Verde, His Excellency Jorge Carlos Fonseca, to present a message to his brother, the President of Gambia, just to tell that we are interested to strengthen our relation, our cooperation in the political area and also in the economic area. As you know, we have a good relation since a long time ago, and we are now interested to strengthen our relationship with Gambia. That's the reason why I'm here.
What areas do you think your country can bilaterally cooperate with the Gambia?
In the economic area, we think that I bring with me the delegation of Cape Verde is composed by a group of businessmen. They want to work together with the businessmen of Gambia and also with the members of government, I think so. You excuse me by my English, which is not so good. And well, the businessmen of Gambia is also welcome in Cape Verde to see in what area they can cooperate with us.
Okay. And when you met the president, what was his reaction?
He's interested, in fact, to cooperate with us, as my president is also very interested to cooperate with your president. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
And emissary of the Cape Verdean president there after a meeting with President Jammeh. The newly constructed road leading to the sanitarium located on the outskirts of the capital city has been inaugurated by the Minister of Health and Social Welfare and National Assembly members, Omar C. The project, funded by Trust Bank Gambia Limited to the tune of $2.7 million, comes with a donation of computers valued at close to $200,000, earmarked for the Suleiman Junkung General Hospital in Buyam. Mama J reports.
Of Trust Bank's corporate social responsibilities, the gesture has given former venture a facelift and an opportunity to access the health facility without hindrance. The sanatorium, according to Babukar Jammeh, has recently benefited from Trust Bank's sponsored package, including the construction of a mosque, a kitchen, a dining hall, laundry, and a battery bank that provides 24 hours uninterrupted electricity supply. Fatu Nyabali, on behalf of the Chief Medical Director of the Edward Francis Small Teaching Hospital, hailed the long-standing relations and partnership between the country's main hospital and the Trust Bank. She thanked Trust Bank for transforming the sanatorium into what it is today. Trust Bank Senior Marketing and Sales Manager reiterated his institution's commitment to complementing the efforts of government in key critical sectors of development, including health, education, and disaster relief. According to Dudu Nyang, Trust Bank has recently financed over $12 million to support the different health facilities in the country, including this particular project.
We have decided at the bank to build a link road from the main road to the facility for visitors of the patients coming here, for the patients themselves, and for the ambulances coming in and out as well. But this, ladies and gentlemen, is no ordinary road.
The Minister of Health and Social Welfare, who is also responsible for National Assembly matters, Omar C., commended Trust Bank for investing heavily in the country's health sector.
We are aware of Trust Bank's investment